So, I'm headed to a very unpleasant appointment. and so last night late, I set my alarm and then I went out the door, got in my car, put in the address because I have to drive to Vallejo for this one. And I'm an hour early. I was so tempted. I went to park and back into the driveway and just go back to bed for an hour. But I was like, nope, don't do it. You're not gonna get up. So I'm in a parking lot, gonna drinking my coffee, taking me time. My throat's tight. So, um, yeah, that's my day. Uh, I have a nerve study, and this one's a little more extensive than the first one I had. The wrist surgery I had 2 years ago apparently has created more problems than solutions. I have to, they want to take out the titanium, clean up um, the bone, because it has, sorry, I have to laugh or I cry. Um, they want to clean up the bone because the time for me to, when I broke it versus, oh wait, not when I broke it, when I had surgery versus how long it took to start physical therapy was like 3 months. So it completely healed without physical therapy. And so, um, yeah, so I have scar tissue buildup. But I also am showing that the surgery caused problems with my nerves. Um, so I'm not gripping very well. Um, my strength is still at 5 pounds. So all this is just not, um, my body's not liking. And I really do need to call um, my surgeon for my back. But I don't want to be dealing with both titanium problems. I just feel my hardware in my back, and I can't sit for long. My legs are numb, especially when I sit. Um, I woke up and uh, 2 days ago, and my knees, um, everything below my knees was numb. So trying to take care of myself, and I warned my daughter that, you know, I eventually will be in a wheelchair. And she's like, "Don't think of life life like that. Have a good outlook." I'm like, "I'm not dead." It's just mobility. I worry about because I've been fighting it since my injury, my spinal injury. So I have a spinal fusion, and got that at 39. Um, I was injured at 38, and so um, I was supposed to be paralyzed, and I refused. I was not supposed to push through the pain because it could make it worse. Um, uh, because I was going paralyzed before the surgery, and so I had the surgery. Um, I still couldn't bend my knees or ankles because I lost the muscle memory for that. And I spent a year and a half um, building that and building strength and everything, fighting disability. A year and a half later, literally, I break my wrist and need more surgery. I was working retail, which I'm like, I should not be working retail with my back, but I'm pretending everything's fine. Even though, yeah, I have some tendencies of like numbness every now and then, or It's just, okay, go stretch this out. Be aware of it. But yeah, it's just life coming at me, right? And then I always hear like, wait till you get sick to 60, and I'm just like, hold on, I have a back injury that's like making me 20 years older anyway. So think of me as 60. Think of me as already there with 40-year-old problems. Um, as a woman with hormones, and I was just like, man, I can't catch a break. Um, this is why Scientology was the easiest of my life. I was like, I got it. It's too complicated over here. So yeah, I'm an hour early to my freaking appointment. Apparently, I really want to get this over with because the nerve study, guys, is it's painful. It's but this one's going to be a little more expensive because it goes to my elbow now because it's not being treated. So the carpal tunnel, the numbness, everything is just shot to hell. I have to laugh. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. I do desperately want to start these videos and then post them so that way they're scheduled out and people get the information of what I know now. I am learning a lot more of Narconon deaths through the decades, like insane amount of repetitive behavior about not having medical staff, a doctor. One had a seizure because hello, and died from it from an yeah, it's just it keeps going. It keeps going, and so definitely want to go over regions, and then I will get more information or more research, and I can go back to that. So just because I go over a region doesn't mean that's it. I will always find something. And researching on my time off. But yeah, that's my life, and I'm an open book, and this is why the Clearwater crew and everything keep that insanity. Keep that over there. I have way too much going on over here. I'm marked safe from certain people with their ideals. This is like choking me and making me have a double chin. I do need to lose weight, guys. This is insane what women go through when they, get older, have children. So yeah, body shaming, no. Yep. So, yeah. Sitting in a parking lot an hour early. So, if you don't know what a nerve study is, look that up, and you know why I just want to get it over with. You're like, do what you have to. Not okay. So, the things that I have to prove that, because clinically, I do have carpal tunnel. But the last time they did the nerve study, they were like, you passed. I was like, okay, well, I wasn't hoping that I failed. I just want to figure out what's going on. And why am I stuck at 5 pounds when everybody else is saying this is a temporary, this is not a permanent. But I've been stuck in this position for 2 years. 2 years, guys. I retired 2 different doctors with just my wrist. I retired the physical therapist. And I retired just recently. The one doctor said, see you in 6 weeks. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Because because I have no instructions. So this new doctor is like, see you in 2 weeks. And she's like pushing all these different clinical, just non-invasive, even though the freaking nerve study is, but non-invasive tests to prove that I do need the surgery. That was ordered in August of 2025. It's March, almost February. So, and I need to check my back, and I'm not doing my back and wrist at the same time. It's too much titanium. So, and then I got a teen, got a husband, got a house, got 2 dogs, golden retrievers that desperately need brushing. I'm slowly, like, I do a little patch. It's like, oh my gosh. I can keep going. So yes, life keeps happening. And you know, just doing it, right? So that's what I keep telling my daughter, look at the beautiful things in life. Because just because I know in my future a wheelchair, a Vespa, open convertible, who knows what they'll have by the time I need one. But it's a way to get around, and I told her, I was like, my shoes will always look brand new. So I was like, it's okay. If I'm going numb, it's okay. But I'm still fighting for normalcy in my life. And if that becomes my normalcy, that's okay. Back when I was 39, I refused. And I was so angry because I actually had to crawl to the bathroom. I couldn't stand. I had to gain all that and fight through it. That was the hardest part in my whole life of gaining mobility back and strength. So I just don't think I want to fight fully for it again, because it took time. It took so much from me, mentally, emotionally, that I think to grieve through it, you know. Instead, I was denial. I need to grieve. The process of this changed my life, and that's why my channel is The Journey 2020. It happened in 2020, my surgery, July 15th. My first surgery, the surgery was initially scheduled in May. In March, everything shut down in the United States, at least in California, where I am. Yes, travel. Right now I don't have a right hand and my back is jacked up. So I have one good hand. So that's why my hair is always like this. Oh, because I have very thick hair and curly. And it's, I have to have my husband brush it most of the time. My daughter does not do a great job at it, but she at least attempts. At a piece. I just give her a piece. I'm like, can you please just get this one knot? But yeah, no, just my channel in 2020. I injured myself September 11th 2019, and I didn't injure myself. A kid that was very violent in the special ed education department that I worked in. Attacked a student, and I and another person intervened, and we became the targets. Sadly, to protect him from endangering himself, I sat on a table that wouldn't fall on him. He jumped on that table and kicked me so freaking hard, sliding out the disc. It touched my spinal cord, and my spinal cord was not having it. It just didn't impede it. He was only 7, but it just sat on it. And that's what was making me go paralyzed. So that ended my career. I only worked 3 years with special ed. Before that, I was an EMT for like 10 years. I worked for an ambulance company for a very short stint, and then I went to events that worked out in the schedule with my daughter and stuff. Being the first responder and stuff, I did a lot of New Year's Eve clubs and special parties. So it's quite, I had a life. I had 2 careers. That's why going back to college, learning about plants. I told Caitlin I was just Caitlin's my teen. But I was like, I'm just gonna be that old lady in your hobby, our hobby little farm of all these plants, the nursery, and at least I know what I'm doing. You have to make the best of things. And as frustrating as it is, and yes, you can't just get over it once it happens, right? You're sitting with the information. You make a choice. Your decision might change in a little, or like you may be angry, crying, frustrated. But it just changed my life. So I'm traveling. I'm traveling and experiencing life. Starting in 2020, and whatever my life looked like before, it's not what it is now, and that's okay. I'm older, and I'm just doing things, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did the impossible when proving myself because they believed I permanently. And so I went back and proved. I was like, look, nope, no numbness, no everything, which it's like, so I'm good. No restrictions, because I had so many restrictions. And they were ready to, disable me out. And I was like, no, I could do things. Now I'm like, I'm laying down, guys, white flag. I fought way too hard to go nowhere. So that's why I was like, gravity's not my friend. I don't know what's going on with my right wrist, but I would like it to get better just so I could focus on my structure. But yeah, no, Scientology is so much easier to deal with, especially finding locations, who's working it, what are the hours, what are we doing, what's this ideal thing, because it's all a bunch of crap. It's just mincing words, word salad, and it's the same damn package. Scamming people. So that I could fight for. That I could fight justice for. And I could fight for people that are no longer alive because of Scientology. Give me that. I could do that. I could do that sitting down. I could do that. I could do that laying down. So yeah. Life is definitely different now that I've accepted day to day of how I feel, what's going on. Do I need to take it easy today? So, but thank you for joining me, guys. Yeah, I don't want to go to this appointment, but I just want to get it over with. But I better get on the freeway and head out. I didn't want to sit in a, even though I'm close to a yacht club, you know, so no, I definitely want to get these videos out that I want to make and get out, because I have all the information right there. I just need to do it. It's just the timing. Yeah. So hopefully I can get it done today, in between picking up the kid from her art class. So have a great day, everyone. And thanks, Travel. Thank you guys. Thank you, Haggis, for all the support. Yeah. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.